come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Locke. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And 10 yards to go.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
Let's take it around the 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. First down, Winston. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On 2nd down, Winston again. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3rd and long for Winston. Right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They go play action. Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The kick by Marr is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. He's going to air it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Denver.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lock. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that was shot into coverage. Downfield is complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? He'll flat out take over this game.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And some room to run now.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Chargers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Now Pollard. Fighting it off. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The 39-yard line.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. 17-0 our score after 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Locke to throw. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he finds McLaurin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Locke going to keep this himself. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Locke working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off with a big, big one.
Look at him go!
Oh, you got to feel it.
But don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To throw, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action now, Winston. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
The 13-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run with Pollard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Locke going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's locked. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Aldridge. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
From the gun, Lock.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror. I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
They are clicking right now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage.
And Winston lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously, something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard. It won't cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. It's into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
An incredibly short kick. And a loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going inside the 30. And they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So they get the 1-score kickoff. You fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run on first down. Aldridge. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
To number 80.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get one score closer.
His kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Chargers 45. Broncos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, Aldridge. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. And the pressure gets to him again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12. Lock. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Gain of
12 yards there and a 1st down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Locke, got to have this one. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building and bullying. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it.
And Winston lost the football. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 22.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Clock will try again on second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Open man is Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Again, it's Locke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Winston now.
Well, fine Bryant is tight end. It's complete.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Broncos 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Winston lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
14-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory.
Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.